Hi everyone, I imagine you're here because you're thinking about taking A-level art, craft and design. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the course. So our course is a 2-year linear course and it's based on 2 different components. So the first component lasts for a full year and up until Christmas, and the second component lasts from just after Christmas until May. You then produce a piece of work that's based on a series of questions from the exam board. They're just topic titles. What we like to do in art in Fromagate School Durham is we like you to be the ones who lead us in whichever way that you want to actually be taught. If you want to learn about printmaking, we'll teach you about printmaking. If you want to learn about fashion, we'll teach you about fashion. So we really are taking our guidance from you. In the beginning we do lead you by the hand a little bit, but then we actually want you to go and spread your wings and you guide us into what you want to learn next. I'm going to show you a project that was actually produced by one of our students. Absolutely superb standard, I hope you agree. So the basis was journeys, and we started off with a very general mood board and mind map. And hopefully we then start to filter into it exactly what we want to discover with our project, because it's a personal project. This is also supported with a 1,000 to 3,000 word assignment. If you can look at this page here, we've got mark making page. Now it's probably very similar to some of the work you've done to GCSE. However, you'll find that it's much more detailed, there's a lot more work on here, and the sketchbooks that we use at A-level are twice the size of the ones that we have at GCSE. We ask our students to do their own photography so that they actually have everything that they want within their model or the objects that they're using. They're not searching around on the internet for this elusive photograph that might not exist. So we ask them to set their own up. This also addresses assessment objective 3. And so does this tonal drawing. You can see the stages of the drawing as it's gone on, and you can see about how the student has refined her work to improve it as she's gone along. So there's a record. We try to make sure that our students are really confident with all mediums, so we try to get them to paint in oils and in acrylics and try to enable them to be the best artists that they can possibly be. Mono printing, we are incredibly successful in Fromagate School, mono printing. I've been on the internet, can't find anybody better. This particular style of mono print is incredibly successful here, so we ask people to do it again in their A-level folder because you've been quite proficient at it at GCSE. We ask our students to have a deeper meaning within their work, if it's appropriate, and so we asked our students to have some objects that were actually brought in. So this particular student was really trying to explore the ideas of feminism and the different role of the female within society as years have gone by. We look at different artists and we like to have our students guide us with the artists, the ones that they're interested in. So we have an exploration of many, many different artists as we go through our folder. We try to get our students to work in perhaps materials they may not be that keen on first, but then what we do is we try to actually make them master them, and then they become very confident in those areas. So oil paint is actually thought about being a very traditional medium, and it is. But let's just have a look at how well this is being executed with this eye. So a photograph was taken of a primary source image of the actual girl's eye herself, and then she did a self-portrait of the eye, and I think you can agree here that it's actually so smooth, really beautifully toned. I'm over the moon with this. We've got some ink work here, but on this page we've got 3 pieces of actual physical work, and then we've got digital coming in. So we've got the Adobe package at FRAM, we've got Illustrator and Photoshop, which we'd be very keen to teach you. We try to have our students creating final pieces, which is a culmination of their work throughout the year, and experimentation features very highly within our folders. We ask our students to go back and try to make a connection with the message that they wanted to convey to their viewer, the audience. We ask them to do this to make sure that the actual message that they're hoping to convey is actually conveyed. So sometimes it's appropriate to go back to your mind map and develop that bit further. Here we have some of the artists that have included some Marilyn Monroe images here, painted in oil, and then we've got some work where it was nature-based. Looking at Frida Kahlo, and then we've got some line drawings which then lead to our compositions, which are plans for our final outcome. And here's a design for the final piece. I'm sure that you agree that this is a really successful project. So the A-Level Art, Craft and Design course doesn't have any prior learning requirements, but we do suggest that if you've not got a GCSE in Art and Design, that you bring a portfolio of work so that we can see the standard of your work and see if the course would be appropriate for you. So some of the subjects you can see here are psychology, sociology, English, physics, business, design, technology. The psychology and sociology A-level is what the girl who I showed you the photograph of her folder, that's what she was doing. She actually learned a lot from her sociology lessons and wanted to actually put those into visuals within her art folder. Physics is a good one if you want to be an architect, and business if you're thinking about going to fashion management. Design technology is quite similar to art, and if you were to go to an art college to study design technology, there'll be lots of crossovers there. However, you should research degrees that in the area that you're thinking about. So it might be that you're thinking about fashion, and there are many different degrees in fashion. And if you actually go in there into UCAS, have a bit of a search around, you'll find that there might be some universities that ask for specific subject requirements. We've got some careers here. I'm saying some, there are 60, but there's many, many more within the arts field. Things that you'll have heard of, such as being an architect, such as being an art therapist, and then we've got fashion designer, but there are some on there that you may not have heard. If you actually go onto YouTube and you look at the creative industries videos, there's some absolutely phenomenal pieces of work out there that you can actually do a bit of research on and find out what the job is really like and speak to people who are in those jobs. So it is really fantastic. Have a look at the research on each one of these on a YouTube and put fashion jobs, see what comes up. Really interesting. And also you could be an art teacher. Hello, I'm here. So basically I have a great time every day at work. Absolutely fantastic. We love our jobs in the art department because we get to work with really, really creative students. So we hope that's going to be one of you next year. See you later. Bye-bye.